Hello and welcome to WeLearn. This is session 13 of Labor Law, Payment of Bonus Act 1965. Topics to be covered: introduction, concept of bonus, LAT and a full branch bonus formula, bonus commission, enactment of the Payment of the Bonus Act 1965, enabilities of bonus, computations of a gross profit in the banking and other companies, determinations of an available surplus, some deductions from the gross profit, third schedule, calculation of a direct tax payable by the employer, allocable surplus, special provisions with respect to the certain establishment, pre-assumptions about the accuracy of a balance sheet and a profit and loss account. Introduction. Annual bonus is an important component of the wages payable to the worker, and this form of an 8 to 10% of the total earning of the workers is basically concluded in that case. That is कि जो annual bonus है company का, which is considered as one of the considerable part, and yes, it is given to the companies, and जो भी total earning एक worker की होती है उसका 8 to 10% जो होता है वो bonus में दिया जाता है. So a real wage payable to the most of the workers in the India has not been reached even at the per level. The annual bonus will continue to play the part of telling the gap between the existing and the living wages. So in that terms, in Indian practice, जो bonus होता है वो existing और living wage का एक जो difference होता है सिर्फ उसे fulfill करने के लिए दिया जाता है. Now, what is exactly the concept of bonus? What exactly the bonus is? Concept of an annual profit bonus has a long history behind it. Originally, bonus was regarding a gift or any excreted payment by any employee to his employees in cash in a kind of an motive their efforts on the important festivals. In large concern, extra payments were made which were called the bonus. So, a proper system paying the bonus was started during First World War. So in that case, yes, in initial level, bonus is given as a gift by the employer for the employees in terms of just to motivate them, in terms of just to bringing them the positive factors in their mind, and yes, it is given into the important festivals. During 20th World War, bonus again become a live issue when the industry start making the extraordinary profits. Through some employers paid the bonus voluntary. Many disputes regarding the bonus were referred to ad hoc industrial court of the tribunals for adjudication under the defense of the Indian rules. So this is what, when it comes to new pictures comes into, it is what the extraordinary profit is was provided. Some of these disputes went up to the Supreme Court also. बोनसेस को लेकर बहुत सारे डिस्प्यूट हुए थे, बहुत सारे डिस्प्यूट्स जो थे वो सुप्रीम कोर्ट तक भी गए थे. The adjudicative talk that view that the profit were made possible by the joint efforts of both the capitals and labor. So it is what they were deciding about, that this is the combining and the joint effort of both capital and labor part. So that is what the concept of bonus arises. Now what is LAT or the full branch bonus formula? LAT is basically a labor apparental tribunals. It is what appointed under the Industrial Dispute Act 1947, which evolved following bonus formulas in case of a mill owner association, Bombay versus Dasharni Mazdoor Singh, and yes, at the same time Bombay's 1950 LLJ 247 known as the LTD and a full branch formula. This is what it is, the kind of a formula, the kind of a calculation through which you can able to define the labor's required facilities and required bonus. The prior change in the gross profit as mentioned in the formula are provision of depreciation, किस तरीके की depreciations available है, reserve for the inhabilitations in terms of what kind of inhabilitations was there, return of 6% of the paid up capital, return of the working capital at the lower rate than the return on the paid up capital. So these are the factors to be considered while calculating or mentioning the gross profit in the terms. कि क्या depreciation provisions है, rehabilitations क्या है, 6% of a paid up capital कितना है, return on the wages capital कितना है. So in that term, yes, जितना भी surplus amount होता है after the meeting, the above deduction would be able for the distribution as a bonus. So after all the deduction, whatever the surplus amount was remained, वो consider किया जाएगा as a bonus. So workers therefore can claim the bonus if the concern has earned the profit and there isn't left some surplus after meeting the above mentioned Pratt commissions. And this is what that workers are able or are in a position कि वो अपने surpluses, or we can say that they can ask for the bonuses. They can raise a hand for the bonuses if the working of the concern result in the loss in any particular year. There is no justification for demanding the bonus. In that terms, yes, आपको किसी भी तरीके की लेबर को जस्टिफिकेशन देने की जरूरत नहीं है that what kind of a demand they were actually, why they were actually demanding the bonus. Now the bonus commission. Bonus commission, we can say that in the pursuance of this suggestion, the government set up the triparty commission known as a bonus commission. By this resolution on the date of 6th December 1961. 6 December 1961 को bonus commission rise हुई थी, and that bonus commission was actually comes into a picture in 28th January 1964 in terms of इस commission ने अपनी रिपोर्ट सबमिट कराई थी 28 January 1964 में, तभी वो रियल पिक्चर्स में आई थी. Government basically accept this report with slightly modifications by their resolution dated and yes, according to the September 1964. So in that case, government ने इस report को इस concept को accept किया था, and yes, at the same time after accept this, and yes, they were permitted to modify the certain slightly mistakes. The report were placed into the two sessions of the Indian Labour Conferences for the consideration of the representative of the employers and a state government to see if the recommendations of the commissions could be accepted unambiguously by all the parties representing in the conference. That means what kind of an state government to see if the recommendation would be there. दो जगह रिप्रेजेंट की गई थी, one is on the labor conferences, another is on the state government level, and दोनों जगह से एक recommendations ली गई थी commissions की कि that जो भी उन्होंने report submit कराई है, is it appropriate and on the mark or not. Now another is enactment of the Payment of Bonus Act 1965, when it actually comes into a picture. Object of an act, as mentioned in the act itself, its aim is basically providing of the payment to the bonus person employed in the certain establishment and formats connected therein. That means किसी भी तरीके का अगर कोई भी establishment है या किसी भी तरीके के formatters हैं, तो वहाँ पर एक person जो है वो अपने bonuses यानी कि extra benefits उसे provide करवाएगा while rendering the services. But the act did not mention the term bonus. Bonus term को उसने mention नहीं किया. इसने सिर्फ ये purpose mention किया था कि it is just providing the extra benefits and extra bonuses to the employees. On the term of the reference of bonus commission, which to define the concept of the bonus. So they were actually defining the concept of the bonus. The commission in its report said, commission ने अपनी report में ये knowledge बताया है that it is difficult to define in regards the term of the concept of the bonus, but it is possible to urge that once the profit exceed a certain base, labor should legitimate having a share in them. कमीशन ने ये स्टेट किया कि इट इज वेरी डिफिकल्ट टू डिफाइन इट कि बोनस क्या होता है. बोनस के कॉन्सेप्ट को डिफाइन करना बहुत मुश्किल है, बट यस एट द सेम टाइम इट इज वेरी इजी एंड वेरी पॉसिबल टू अर्ज फॉर. आप बहुत इजी है अगर आप उसके लिए डिमांड करते हो कि अगर एक कंपनी का प्रॉफिट उसके एक रिक्वायर्ड स्टैंडर्ड से ज्यादा ऊपर जाता है, सो इन दैट केस लेबर आर एंटाइटल्ड एंड लेबर आर लायबल टू आस्क फॉर सर्टेन काइंड ऑफ प्रॉफिट. The act is basically designed to impose a statutory obligations on an employers to pay the bonuses to his worker. इस एक्ट के अंदर ये बेसिकली एक्ट किस पर्पस के लिए डिजाइन किया गया है. इसका पहला पर्पस है कि इम्पोज अ स्टैट्यूटरी ऑब्लिगेशंस ऑन एन एम्प्लॉयर. आपका जो एम्प्लॉयर है उस पर आप एक ऑब्लिगेशंस पुट डाउन करोगे कि उसे बोनस पे करने हैं. अनदर इज प्रोवाइड फॉर द payment of the minimum and the maximum bonuses. That means yes, at the same time generating the payment of the minimum and the maximum bonuses. Another is lay down the principle and formulas for calculating of a bonus. Yes, the organization must have a systematic formulas and systematic things to calculate the bonus. Another is provide the machinery. Now it is what how an enactment can be doing the different available. किस तरीके से enactment की जा सकती है. सबसे पहले allocable surpluses. In terms of business have a surpluses जो कि allocate किए जा सकते हैं. Appropriate government, if appropriate government is actually stating that yes, it is required to give the bonus. Another is available surplus. When there was surpluses are available for the organization, the bonus is provided. award. Any kind of an award was given to the employees. Another is employee and employer. In terms of this is a relationship between the employers and employees. So now this is the things to be considered. What is employer now? Employer is basically in relation to establishment which is in a factory, the owner or the occupier of the factory, including the agent of such owner and occupier, the legal representative of the receiver owner and occupier, and the manager of the factory. एक पर्सन जो कि चीजों को मैनेज करता है, जिसके पास एक अथॉरिटी है या जिसने एक फैक्ट्री को खड़ा किया है, एंड दैट पर्सन इज द लीगल रिप्रेजेंटेटिव ऑफ द फैक्ट्री, इज द एम्प्लॉयर. Then another is the what kind of an enactment was done in the bonus act, यानी कि पेमेंट ऑफ बोनस एक्ट जो है वो कहाँ एस्टेब्लिश हो सकता है. सबसे पहले establishment in the private sector. It is required to establish in the private sector. That is means that if you are organizing any kind of funds, तो आप उसे private sectors में apply नहीं कर सकते. It is required to be in the private sectors also because employers was also working there and they were actually demanding for the same, that is bonuses. Then establishment in the public sector. That means you have to consider that or you have to establish the public area. It जरूरी है उसका public area में भी settle down होना and establish होना. Another is determinations of the bonus. That is bringing out the exact and correct bonus for the organization. Another is computation of the gross profit. Defining and judging about exact amount of the gross profit. कि आपकी gross profit की computation क्या है. Another is computation of a gross profit in case of banking companies also. Computing the gross profit, calculating the gross profit into the case of banking companies also. Now, in a banking organization, how we will actually going to computing of a gross profit. सबसे पहले the item to be added back to the net profit. This is what कि कौन सी item जो है वो दोबारा आपके net profit में add on हुई है. वो items हो सकते हैं like provision for bonus to the employees and a bonus paid to the employees in that particular accounting, in terms of when you were actually paying that provisions or you actually paying the bonuses to the employees in that particular accounting area. Then the provisions for the depreciation. If there is any kind of depreciation, it could be provided. Another is provision for the development rebate reserves. It is what to calculating out कि अगर businesses के किसी भी तरीके के reserves अगर businesses के पास हैं तो. Another is provision for any other reserves to the extent change to the profit and losses. आप businesses के ऐसे कौन से reserves हैं जो कि एक profit and loss में consider किए जा सकते हैं. Another is capital expenditure. That means to bringing out the exact expenditure of the capital. These are the amount जो कि आपके net profit में added back हो सकती हैं. Another will be the amount items to be deducted. सबसे पहले तो किसी भी तरीके का अगर capital profit या capital receipt है, so it will be required to deduct it. Another is profit of any respect relating to any business suited outside the India to the extent the credit to the profit and loss account. It is not to bringing out the exact profit and the any business suited the outside the India to extend the credit of the net profit losses. Income of the foreign banking companies from the investment outside India. It is what to generating कि बाहर आपके foreign banking में किस तरीके की income generate हो रही है, which is helping them to bringing out the profit and losses of account. Another is expenditure of losses in terms of what kind of expenditures would be there. Second schedule is actually computing the gross profit. In that case, second schedule के हिसाब से कौन सी ऐसी items हैं which is actually required to add it back. It is what the provisions of the bonuses of the employees and the provision paid in the particular accounting है. आपने जो भी bonus प्रोवाइड करना है इस एक पर्टिकुलर ईयर में एम्प्लॉय को, वो एट द सेम टाइम दी प्रोविजंस ऑफ द बोनसेस, यानी कि जो भी एक सर्टेन परसेंटेज जो है बोनसेस के लिए सेव कर रहे हो. प्रोविजन फॉर डेप्रिसिएशन. इट इज व्हाट टू ब्रिंगिंग आउट द करेक्ट डेप्रिसिएशन ऑफ द मशीनरीज. देन प्रोविजंस फॉर द डायरेक्ट इन्वेस्टमेंट यू कैन इंक्लूड इन दैट केस इन टर्म्स ऑफ जो भी आपका डायरेक्ट इन्वेस्टमेंट है वो भी आप इसके अंदर एडेड बैक करोगे. Another is provision for the any other reserves to the extent changed to the profit and loss account. It is what's to bringing in the reserves, provisions of reserves to extend the profit. The amount debited in respect of the gratuity period. And yes, at the same time, whatever the debitive period or gratuity period the employee is basically having. Now, in that case, what is going to be deducted according to the Scheduled Act? Capital receipt and capital profit will be deducted. Profit of any receipt relating to any business situated outside India would be, अगर बाहर से किसी भी तरीके का आपने प्रॉफिट जनरेट किया है, इनकम ऑफ द फॉलोइंग कंसर्न, एनी काइंड ऑफ एन इन्वेस्टमेंट अगर है उससे रिलेटेड कोई भी इनकम आती है, सो दिस वुड बी डिडक्टेड. देन एक्सपेंडिचर्स और लॉसेस debited directly to the reserve. That is what any kind of an expenditure and losses would be required and debited. Now, domination of available surpluses. That is what available surplus in respect of the any accounting year shall be a gross profit for that year about deducting their sum of the references. In terms of surpluses available होती हैं, ये आपकी वो accounting years के profits होते हैं, which is actually calculated after the certain deductions. The payment of bonus act would be there. अगर किसी भी तरीके का available surplus करना हो तो उसमें आपका bonus भी आ सकता है. Then available surpluses in respect of the accounting year commencing on any day in the year of 1968. It is what bringing out the proper surplus and giving them a commencing name into the analysis day. Determining of available surplus in respect of the every subsequent accounting year. It is aggregate of किस तरीके से आप उसे कैलकुलेट करेंगे. सबसे पहले the gross profit for the accounting year after deducting there from the sum refer to it. It is what to bringing out the gross profit and to bringing out the proper accounting years for deducting that particular sum. And yes, an amount equal to the difference between the direct tax calculated in accordance with their provisions of the section 7 and yes the direct tax which is calculated according to the same. So किस तरीके से आपका actually एक amount एक difference generate कर सकता है. It is what the directed tax. Some deductions from the gross profit and third schedule. Section 6 specifies the sum that are to be deducted from the gross profit as prior changes. The amount which remains after deducting the sum is available surpluses for the distribution as a bonus. So it is considered as the available surplus is considered as the bonus. And how it is available surpluses is connected. It is the sum that are to be deducted from the gross product. That is ये वो sum है जो कि आप gross profit में deduct कर सकते हैं related to the prior changes. Then yes, it is the sum that as follow. Any amount by way of the depreciation accessible in the accordance with the provision of the section 32. It is what the किस तरीके से एक amount of depreciations को है वो calculate किया जा रहा है. Another amount by way of developing the rebate or investment allowances for development allowances which employees are entitled to deducting from the income. In terms of these are certain kind of actors which is actually defining the amount of the development and which is actually working on to the any kind of allowances. The next is any direct tax which is employed in liable. कोई भी डायरेक्ट टैक्स जो कि लायबल होता है जस्ट टू कैरी फॉरवर्ड इन दैट पर्टिकुलर इंस्पेक्टेड ईयर वो डायरेक्ट टैक्सेस में नहीं आता एंड दिस इज अ डील विद द कैलकुलेटिंग डायरेक्ट टैक्स पेड बाय द एम्प्लॉयर्स. Then the third schedule is basically the sum mentioned in the third schedule are as follows. In respect of the company other than banking company, in respect of the banking company, in respect of the corporation, in respect of a cooperative society. So these are the sum mentioned in the third schedule. Calculation of an over direct payable by the employer. Any direct tax payable by the employer of the any accounting year shall subject to the following provisions by calculating at the rate applicable to the income of the employers for that year. In terms of this is what to generating the accounting shall be capable enough to calculate the exact rate which is required to be given to the employees. In other words, this will, however, be subjected to the following procedures or programs in terms of that the following provisions required to be understood. In calculating such tax, no account shall be taken off. That means it is not allowed to taken off or carry forward the any kind of taxes. Then another is any losses incurred by an employee in the employers in respect of the any previous accounting year. That is what to bringing out that no losses would be occur in the employer side in respect of the previous accounting year. Calculating of the direct tax payable by the employer. It is the first any error of the depreciation which the employer is entitled to add the amount of allowances from the depreciation. Any exemptions conferences, that is would be where the employer is reasonable or charitable insurances to with the provision of section 32 does not apply, and it is where the employer is in the individual of any Hindu undivided family, the tax payable by each member based on the income tax and yes, act shall be calculated on the basis of the income derived by the person. Allocable surpluses. किस तरीके से आप allocable services को count out कर सकते हो? It could be counted out by the amount of bonuses, by calculation of bonuses with respect to the certain employees, send on the self of or the allocation surpluses, proportion made reductions in the bonus in certain years, that is what to be the exact appropriation of the bonuses and reductions, the adjustment of the customaries or interim bonuses against the bonus payable under the act. So bringing out the customaries or interim bonus. Deduction is certain amount from the bonus payable under the act. Under the act, the amounts to be just payable under the bonus act, that would not be considered. Then time limits of the payment of the bonus would be defined, and yes, at the same time, recovery of a bonus would also be defined. स्पेशल प्रोविजन विद रिस्पेक्ट टू ए सर्टन एस्टेब्लिशमेंट, एक सर्टन एस्टेब्लिशमेंट को ध्यान में रखते हुए किस तरीके की स्पेशल प्रोविजंस हैं. सबसे पहले फर्स्ट 5 अकाउंटिंग ईयर विल बी कंसीडर्ड, then another is 6th and 7th accounting year will be considered, that is 7th and 8th. Then 4th and 8th accounting year, from the 8th accounting year, the special provisions with respect to the pay-through lane of the bonus linked with the employee or the productive area, that is according to section 13A, and which is inspected, that comes into the section 27. Now penalties and offence. Penalties are basically kind of giving a punishment or penalties which he have to pay in the monetary terms, that is penalties. Offence by the companies, that means what kind of an offence you were actually offering to the organization of the customer. And another is the cognized of the offensive organ, how you were actually reacting and responding on the cognition, offensive areas and offensive part. Another is the protection of the action, in terms of how you are actually going to protect yourself in the particular action. So pre-assumption about the accuracy of the balance sheet and profit and losses account. It is pre-assumptions. It is we can't say it is like the learning of the certain kind of things. So educate accounting of a banking company, not to be in a question, but audit of the accounting or the employees who are workers and the working of the companies, then is the audit is probably difficult. And yes, audit of the law and the agreement inconsistent with the act, that means they were actually inconsistent with the act, and yes, power to make the make rules or rules banane ki power. So yes, this is all about for the today's session, but yes, there are a few questions which you have to do it yourself. सबसे पहले explain the penalties and offence, एक penalty क्या होती है, offence क्या होता है, and finally explain the entitle of enactment of the payment of bonus act. That means you have to state that bonus of payment act में किस तरीके से payments को decide किया जाता है. So this is all about for the today's session. We are winding up here. Thank you so much. Happy learning. Be done.